Thank you, Sean. 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Well, we've been talking about it now for a couple of days anyway. And the good news is, we're going to meet Rick in just a sec. We will have tickets to give away to this show. Okay?
April 10th
Promise.
in Quebec City.
Yeah, the show's in Quebec City. We'll give you a chance to win those. If not today, later in the week or next week. But yes, we will have tickets. So if you're an 80s fan, you're in for a treat. Rick, first of all, welcome. I thank you for being here. I know this is awfully early in the morning.
No, not for me. I was up at 6 o'clock anyway. I've still got jet lag.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, in that case, thanks for being here, even though it's not
problem.
early in the morning for you. Listen, the song we just played, which is amazing when you look it up. I checked it out in Billboard here. Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah.
24 weeks, #1 on Billboard. You were in the chart longer than just about any song in 1987.
Yeah, it was a big record that year. It was really pretty amazing, to be honest. It's kind of strange that when you have a single like that is your first single as well, because you travel the world because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I was on a plane every other day going somewhere, and pretty amazing, yeah.
So what have you been doing? I mean, people say, oh, Rick Astley, I remember the song, and then the 90s came, and you sort of faded from view, and here it is 10 years later. What's up?
You want to see my garage in my back garden?
That's looking good.
Spending a little time at home.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've got, well, we have a 17-year-old daughter, and when she was born in 92, I kind of, it changed my perspective on life and what I wanted out of life, to be honest. And to be honest, the music business is great, and I've been really, really lucky to be a part of it and what have you, but you've got to devote yourself to it completely, and I didn't want to do that at that point in my life.
Yeah.
I just had enough, and I did, you know, pretty well financially and what have you, and it's pretty easy to be able to do something else or nothing else. So I've been really lucky in that way.
And then all of a sudden, we mentioned this earlier this morning, this whole Rickrolling thing, for people not familiar with what this was, and this had nothing to do with you, as you said, right?
No, I think it's just some kid in Wisconsin or wherever just decided to play a trick on his friend by sending him a link that he thought he was going to see some hot babe take a top off, and he got to see me sing Never Gonna Give You Up instead, which I'm sure made his day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it just took off, and it became a little life of its own thing. And
Viral.
So virally, what happened was this link sort of got sent everywhere, and before you know it, hundreds of thousands of people were clicking on a link that they thought was something else, which was you singing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this was coming out on jumbotrons and everything. Like, you could be walking in a plaza outside, and all of a sudden, there it would be up on the screen.
It's pretty fun.
I did a thing this year, last year, for Thanksgiving Day in the Macy's Day Parade, where we got this email saying, would you come and rickroll us for real, kind of thing. And so I was on one of the floats, and I rickrolled the TV theme for this Cartoon Network show. So I was actually on the float, and their song started, and I kind of came creeping around the eye of the thing, grabbed the mic, and I sang Never Gonna Give You Up instead, because I thought it was really funny. I don't normally do things like that, but I just thought it was the way the guy asked me to do it, and I thought it was really funny.
And what it did was expose your song, your music again to hundreds of thousands of people who either didn't know who you were or forgotten by then.
Absolutely.
And it's giving you sort of another
breath
of fresh air,
I'm really lucky. Yeah, I get, you know, the odd offer to come and do the odd gig, like obviously, you know, like this one in Quebec and what have you, and I'm really, really lucky in that respect.
Can I ask you, you know, you were talking about some of the other gigs that you've done, but now you're on a bill with Debbie Gibson, with Tiffany, with Samantha Fox.
Yeah.
What's it like to have all these people, you know, sort of together at one time who had hits 10, 15, 20 years ago?
Well,
how they react?
I've done some of these things in the UK and in Japan as well. We're going to do a couple in Europe this year as well. Most of the time, to be honest, that I've experienced it, it's just a bit of fun. I think everybody that I've met is pretty much like myself. They know where they are in life and what they want out of life. And yeah, okay, we've had a past obviously in music and stuff, and we've got a few hits out there and stuff. But people don't, the ones I've met anyway, don't take themselves too seriously. It's a nostalgia night. It's about having a bit of fun. It's a memory. It's a trip down memory lane. I think any of the artists that go there with any other attitude than that, I think, to be honest, are fooling themselves. You know what I mean? They need to go and have a bit of fun with it, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
So.
I want to ask you one thing though, because you know, if you're going to do this in an '80s kind of, you know,
am I going to wear shoulder pads?
Number one,
I'm telling you, my mum is so excited because she gets to take all those old suits. She's had to alter the suits, obviously. But she gets to take the suits out of the cupboard, dust them down. You know what I'm saying? Rebuff those shoulder pads. All those wigs, the big quiff wigs.
I was going to say, now you had, you're famous for back then when you were doing these songs. First of all, you were very young. You had flaming red hair.
I sleep upside down in a cupboard, by the way. That's why.
Oh, that's why the hair is just, yes.
Yeah. Are you going to go back to the red hair for the show?
Well, it is kind of
red. It's still red.
No, but I mean like orange red.
Yeah, it's just, I've probably just got a bit of stuff in it.
I have to tell you, everybody asked me that over the last couple of days. What's about your hair? Oof. And I said, I had looked at last night, and I said, it's darker, but now I see it's still quite red, but it's that dark red.
Yeah.
It's a very nice color.
My brother and I, it's funny, I have two older brothers and an older sister, and the next oldest brother, Mike, he's got the same hair as I've got, basically. It's very red and white. His is a bit more red, to be honest. And then the eldest brother, John, and Jane, my brother and sister, nowhere near red. So I don't know, I've always looked at some milkman, do you know what I mean? But I don't know what was going on.
I don't think we further. Listen, it's great to see. It's great for you to come in. I really appreciate you being here. And for you 80s fans, as I said, April 10th, Quebec City. Rick Astley doing all his hits. How many songs you do total in the show?
Well, it depends, to be honest. I don't even know. We're going to have to work that out with the other girls. You know what girls are like, you know what I mean?
Hey.
I'll do as many as they'll let me, let's put it that way.
Like to start touring with Samantha Fox, Debbie Gibson, and Tiffany.
Yeah.
I think we all feel
in a really, really small dressing room as well.
Yeah. How is Samantha Fox, by the way? Not that
I haven't seen her for years, to be honest. I met her a few times because I've obviously been on the same kind of, bills and whatnot, but I haven't seen her for years.
Okay. I hope they somehow find a way to bring you
I'm wondering what's going through your mind now asking that question.
Oh my God! Rick Astley's here! Rick Astley's here! Oh my God! Rick, I love you! Oh my God, I love you! I'm your biggest fan! I'm his biggest fan! Oh my God!
Okay. Rick, I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Don't be afraid.
What's your name?
Rick, my name is Valerie Astley Smith. I got your name as my middle name. I hope you're okay with it.
That's absolutely fine.
I had posters of you all over my room growing up.
That's fantastic.
And I named my puppy Ricky.
Did you bring your puppy with you?
No,
He's probably dead by now, anyways.
Rick, I did write a poem though. I wrote a poem for you.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Really?
My poem has all of his song titles that were like the hits in the billboards and all your known.
While you're reading the poem, can somebody call security?
Valerie, go ahead and read the poem.
Take a breath.
I should read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Poem for Rick Astley.
Yeah.
From me to you. Rick, I'm never gonna give you up. If it's up to me, we'd be together forever. It would take a strong man like you to carry me on the dance floor. I remember when we met, you were thinking, she wants to dance with me. That she's not giving up on love. Now it's years later and I ain't too proud to beg. I can even cry for help. But now I'm gonna try to have a little pride and move right out, yeah. But please, Rick, please remember that I will hopelessly always be in love with you. Sincerely.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Can I get an autograph too, just before I go? And you can keep a copy of the poem. One's for you.
I really wish that I'd written Bump and Grind right now.
You're bad boy.
Valerie Astley Smith.
Wow.
So security's just, close by. Okay.
Oh my God.
Valerie, Rick, thank you so much. It's very nice of you to
Thank you very much indeed.
Her as well. And
Valerie and I are going to nip off for a coffee now. Get to know each other a little bit.
We'll see you April 10th.
Come with me, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
We'll be right back. That was great.
Très bien. Très bien.
She was good.
Yeah, she was good.
She was good. Weren't you?